A new week and a new month beckons. We just 2 days left in April before we get into May, and that means we will be heading to Gqeberha for that Derby meeting on the 10th of May. And prior to that, it is the season really kicking off in the eastern, that is in KwaZulu-Natal. Okay, you can get in touch with us and give us your reflections on what was a wonderful day to round off our championship season, and that was last Saturday, by getting in touch with us via our X handle or our WhatsApp number. So we start off our local programming on a Tuesday. That is that Kenilworth and 9-race program. So you'll only be getting into that bipod in race number 2. But to take us through, Kenilworth is our regular and our resident Western Cape expert, I should say national expert. It is Darren Burrows. By the way, that well-documented all to come of yours, did they pay out fourth placing for Winter Greeting on Saturday?
Unfortunately not. They paid 3 places, but I did tip a weekend multiple that arrived, and a lot of people got onto the 40-1, which was good. Unfortunately, I had bronchitis last week, so I couldn't tip all those winning selections on weighted to win. But I am back today to tip the Kenilworth card, and we're starting in race 2 to 9.
All right. Just a quick one word answer in race 1. Some well-bred sorts. You've got that 3, Alicia Asheville, I see, half sister to main defender. And then number 11, I'm So Pretty, a full sister to a horse that you talk about highly. That is Pretty Victory, who came through to win a few weeks ago.
Yes, no, but in Cape Town, you've got some lovely pedigrees at the moment. And to try and judge which one's ready on debut, yeah, it's very difficult. You got to watch the betting closer to race time. We don't know which of them are fancied. So it'll be a great race to watch for future, but not a race to have a bet.
Right, Mr. Burrows, it is the bipod that we need from you. It is race 2, and we should be off with the second of 9 at 20-1. The 4, 8 on 18 after an encouraging debut at evens. This is the betting that we got sometime in the evening. 33-10, the 3, Surge of Power. And then looking at 1 or 2 others that are fancy, the 10, the US of A, that is at 6-1. Please note, Bernard Fadeherb not riding, so Aldo de Meyer will be riding the 10 at the US of A. And then we've got the 7, Captain FJ, that is at 9-1, and nothing really fancied beyond that. The 4, 8 on 18, and those famous Johnson Silks. What can you tell us?
Well, this is my outright first choice. My first strike for the day. Was trading at 13-10, come into evens. You might get a bit better race time. It is a bit short in the market, but definitely the horse to beat. Cost 700,000 Rand as a yearling. The debut was good. A little bit green in the early part, had a lot of ground to make up, and really took off late. I thought that was a cracking effort. There was a bit of market support in and out, but it did drift 8-1 race time. With natural improvement expected, I expect 8 on 18 to win at the second time of asking.
So an early strike in race number 2. Make the money early, as the man would say. That is on the 4, 8 on 18. Grant van Niekerk retains a ride for the Justin Snaith stable. And a reminder that race closes at 20-1. That'll be Cape Racing Sales Maiden Plate over the 1,200 meters. We're underway with our preview for Kenilworth. All right, so we move on to race number 3. Please be reminded that is the first leg of the PA on a 9-race program. We should be off at 13:15 with the Cape Turf Club Open maiden, and the current betting has the 4, Charlotte Bronte, and the 11, Tsunami Warning, both at 33-10. The 5, Tom's Diner, is at 4-1. The 6, Congressman, is at 4-1, and the last in single digits is the 8, Devil a Saint, and that is at 8-1. 13s and better bar those distances of 1,400 meters. Open maiden, Mr. Burrows, how are we going to negotiate that first leg of the PA? I know you're not tipping as a PA, but you've got a bet for us.
I have got a straight bet, and that's coming on number 6, Congressman. This horse caught the eye on debut behind Simply Beautiful, and I expected a big run in his second start. You could say a bit of a below par performance, being beaten 3 lengths into 8th spot. But this horse is going to improve over 1,400 meters. He's got a good enough draw, and the jockey booking of Richard Fourie speaks volumes. I expect him to win. He is around 4-1, 9-2 currently. I'm not sure what price he's going to trade race time. But Congressman, my outright first choice. I've got respect for Charlotte Bronte, number 4 on the card, Tom's Diner, number 5, as well as Devil as Saint and Tsunami Warning. I think they all got outside chances, but I'm hoping that Congressman can just show that natural improvement and win the race.
Thank you very much. So number 6, a Congressman for Richard Fourie and Platinum Racing. Andre Nell is the man conditioning the 6 Congressman, hopefully to a victory at the 3rd time of asking. That is race number 3, a possible bank in the first leg of the PA. Lest we forget, it is the Guineas, the weekend in KZN, and of course, a weekend after that, it is a Derby Day in the Eastern Cape. So lots of features coming up. Give us your suggestions as to what we can follow in the season that lies ahead, and both of that is the Derby and the KZN season. Now, race number 4, we've got a runner going for 3 wins on the trot, and so far has been allowed to run loose. There's a 3-1 this afternoon, and that is 8 Tyrion Lannister. The one aspect is at 15-4. Number 6, Hat's Pride is at 9-2, 5-1 is the 2. Fibonacci, the 4, Willie John is at 6-1, it's 10-1, and better bar those. Another 4 pound up is the 8 Tyrion Lannister, as it goes for that 3rd win on the bounce. You still give it a winning chance, Mr. Burrows?
Definitely. You know, this horse impressed me last time out to catch, just to reel in the leaders late. And he got up to win. I thought, you know, he was stepping up in class, and we didn't really know where we stood with this type of horse. But on that win alone, he has got ability. And I don't think there'll be too much separating himself and Fibonacci. Now, Fibonacci ran 2nd behind Tyrion Lannister, beaten 3 parts of a length in his penultimate start. I thought a bit unlucky that day. And last time out over the mile, a little bit one-paced. He drops back to 1,400. He does receive weight from Tyrion Lannister this time around. So I think 2 and 8 will fight it out. And then I've got respect for Aspect. He's going for 4 in a row. At one stage, he looked to be a battling maiden, and now he's going for 4 in a row. So really improved. He's a strong front runner. And then Magic Verse. I've always rated him. He has been gelded, and we could start seeing better form from him recent. So Fibonacci and Tyrion Lannister to fight it out, and then Aspect and Magic Verse for minor money.
All right, a reminder, that is the start of our Pick 6 at Hollywood Bets. Kenilworth, Cape Turf Club Syndicate Class 3, and you have to be on by 10 minutes to 2, as you see in that Pick 6 slide. Only the one banker that comes about in leg 2 to age 5, and that is the 6 Enchanting Choice. All right, so race number 5. This is a race powered by Hollywood Bets Class 4, and that's over the 1,600 meters. We should be off of that first leg of the first jackpot at 2. And again, an openish looking race with number 6 Enchanting Choice and number 9 Among the Clouds are both at 33-10. But these are early doors. We're recording on a Monday for Tuesday. The 2 Philosophize is at 7-2, 4-1 is the 1 Hampstead Heath, and it's 10-1 about the 3 Ice Rain. 12s and better bar those. Now the 6 Enchanting Choice and the 9 Among the Clouds, both coming off a good runs. The former coming off a win. Mr. Burrows, can we follow up? Are we confident? You seem to be pretty confident. I saw your Pick 6 graphic there.
Yes, that's about Enchanting Choice, number 6 on the card.
Yes.
Now, for me, Cecil, this filly last time out, I really fancied her. And she shortened from 7-2 into 18-10 late. There was a change of tactics. They usually sit at the back of the field with this filly, and she does late work. Last time out, they took her to the front with a headwind, and she was never headed. I mean, she won by a length and a half, but she won with a tad cozily, should I say. And she did beat Philosophize a length and a half. She is 2 kilos worse off, but she's a young, improving 3-year-old, and I think she's up to it. In this type of company, it's pretty much the same type of company she took on last time out. The only thing is she went up 3 points in the ratings, which wasn't harsh. I expect her to follow up at 33 to 10. The dangers will be among the clouds. She's always thereabouts. She'll be competitive. A horse like Philosophice, obviously on that last run, she shouldn't be far off Enchanting Choice. And then the Marcus runner, Hampstead Heath. She was beaten 3.5 lengths by Enchanting Choice, so she's got a bit of work to do to turn the tables. I'm going in pretty confident in Enchanting Choice.
That's what we like. It is a bullish selection, the Enchanting Choice, as you saw. Bank it in the second leg of the pick six and a strike on the nose at around 33 to 10. As I said, it's early doors. You may get a 4 to 1 stretch, or it may shorten further. That is race 5, leg 1 of Jackpot 1. Well, lots of local racing to look forward to this week. As I mentioned, we are discussing Tuesday racing at Kenilworth. Wednesday, it is KZN Racing. Thursday, we're at Turfentine. Friday, we're in Gqeberha. And then Saturday, it's a doubleheader of racing, Hollywood, Betts, Greyville, and our own Turfentine. And then Sunday, it will be to the Western Cape for more Kenilworth racing. Any more details you need to know? Or perhaps some suggested long-term bets from Mr. Burrows or Mr. Marie? Just get in touch with us via our X handle, or indeed our WhatsApp number. Right, we've got a jackpot suggestion from Mr. Burrows for race number 6. It is a perfectly placed Cape C Stakes, and in race number 6, the favourite is the 2 Marshall Field at 5 to 2. Market rival is the 1 Ignatius at 28 to 10. 6 to 1 is the 5 Heliotrope. The 6 Ozark, 7 to 1, 15 to 2 out to 8 to 1 is the 3 Twice the Master. Into 8 to 1 from 17 to 2 is the 9 Lord 5 Field. So this is a race number 6. How bullish would you be about the favourite number 2 Marshall Field, Mr. Burrows?
Cecil, this is a tough race. I thought many horses have chances here. You know, Marshall Field is my first choice. He's got a lot of weight, 61.5. But that last form line, 3 winners from 7 runners. So, I mean, that's really standing out behind Lightning Glow, who's come out to win as well. That was a good effort. I think the trip's going to suit him. And I think he could take some beating. Ignatius, he hasn't won for a long time. But he has got good form behind his name. He was only beaten a length last time out. He should be competitive with top weight too. Interesting runner, Ozark. Now, this horse ran 5 lengths off Luce Verde. He's dropped from an 83 to a 69 in his last 4 starts. Richard Fourie takes the ride, but he is an Oratorio out of a Varmare. So will he stay 2,200 meters is the question. Others to consider: Twice the Master, Heliotrope, Lord Firefield, and a couple of others. I played the safe route in the jackpot. I've gone the field, but Marshall Field probably the first choice.
Yes, and please note that Aldo de May is now deputising for Bernard Fader. The 2 Marshall Field will now be chance rider Aldo de May. 1,500 hours, that is the start of race 6, and a last chance to get involved in a jackpot at Kenilworth. Yeah, thanks for staying with us. That is the Waited to Win. Looking ahead to Tuesday racing, proudly brought to you by Betway, our proud sponsors of this preview show. Right, as far as race 7 is concerned, the Social Squad Syndicate Class 4 is over the 1,400 meters, and I've been using the word open quite a bit, and race 7 is a case in point. The 7, Radicchio, is at 7 to 2. The 4 is your second favorite at 4 to 1, that being War Chariot. The 9, Slurry Can, is at 5 to 1. 11 to 2 is the 1, Steadfast. And then you got 7s about the 10, Sooty. 8 to 1 about the 3, Dancing to the Light. 11s and better, bar those quoted runners. So that is a field of 10. Race number 7, it looks like the exotics could be the way to go, but you've got an exacta suggestion for us, Mr. Burrows, and the exacta bet for me is still, if you get it right, the best bet on the tote.
Yes, there's always a bit of value with the exacta bet. Now, Steadfast, number 1 on the card. He's lightly raced. His rating in his last 3 starts are 83 down to a 73, and he was beaten 2.5 lengths by Radicchio, who he meets on better terms this time around. Then touching on Radicchio, he's really come well, this horse. He's got ability. Richard Faurie's back in the saddle, which is a good sign, and he'll be competitive once again. He's going for a hat-trick of wins. You've got a horse like War Chariot. The 1400 just caught him out last time out, where he faded late. He could be competitive, even though it's a 14 once again. He ran in a stronger field behind Tyrion Lannister. And then Slurricane, there's nothing wrong with his form, and he was only beaten 2 lengths by Radicchio last time out. So I've boxed numbers 1, 4, 7, and 9. I think they should fight out this race.
All right, so it is a total outlay of about 12 Rand for a full unit, and I'm sure you'd love to get a couple of exactas, especially if the lesser fancied run that first and a second in that foursome. 1, 4, 7, and 9, that is race number 7, also a last chance to get involved in a pick 3 at Kenilworth on Tuesday. All right, so 2 more races to look ahead to, and of course that means only 1 more chance to get involved in a daily double at Hollywood Bets at Kenilworth for Tuesday racing, but also a chance to take some more to comes as we progress through the week. And of course, as always, get in touch with Darren or Daryl on our contact details, which are on the bottom of the screen, our X handle or our WhatsApp number. Now, race number 8, the betting has that the 11 Speed Race has your favorite at 28-10. 3 Explosive Speeders at 4-1. The 7 of the Tinkerman is at 13-2, along with the 8 Dragonfly 13-2. 8-1 is the 12 Benjamin. Number 1, Go It Alone is at 9-1. It's 11-1 and better bar those. Only 2 scratches have come through so far for the card on Tuesday. The first one is in race 1, and the second and final one for now is number 5, Mighty Mac, in race number 8. So that will leave us a field of 11 runners. Now, I see you've got a double suggestion for us, Mr. Burrows, and we really are agog, hoping to get out of it in the last 2 races if things have gone our way prior to that.
I think we can, we probably had a good day so far, let's hope. And in the last race, I do have a fancy for us. But this race, I thought probably the trickiest race on the card. Go It Alone, I must say, he was impressive for his new stable. He won by 3 1/4 lengths. Grant van Niekerk retains the ride. This horse could be anything because he did debut so well, and we expected better from him. And last time out, he found his best form. Now, you've got a lot of horses with chances. The Tinkerman, Dragonfly, Bluff on Bluff, Speed Racer, even Benjamin, and Major Apollo. So I'm looking for a result in the double. And as you can see, I've gone 5 and 9 in the last. I thought a 2-horse race.
All right, we'll get to that race because it seems you're quite bullish at the back, but that is the field by 5 and 9, and that, of course, would include the scratching, the calculation they're done with the scratching, and by the 5 of Mighty Mac. That is race 8 off at 4:10. The Get Out of It Stakes race number 9 is off at 4:45. This is Hollywood Bets Are Bright Future class. It's over the 1,200 meters. That is the race number 9. Hopefully the last leg of a winning pick 6 and the last leg of the winning jackpot. But we have got a suggested bet from Mr. Burrows. We'll get that in a moment. Let's give you the betting for race number 9. It's the 9, A Great Cat, at 33-10 for the Brett Crawford stable. The 5, A Girl Like Us, is into 4-1 from the 5-1 I saw last night. The 7, Kamikaze, is at 11-2. The 6, A Ticket to Vegas, that is at 6-1. It is 15-2. The 11, Mia's Harper, it's at 10-1 and better bar those. Well, 5 and 9 we saw in that combination for the last double. We saw that in the combination for the pick 6, and they topped the boards with the latter, Girl Like Us, or the former, Girl Like Us, 5 coming in from 5-1 to 4-1 last night. So which is the bullishness on? Is it the 5 or the 9?
The 5 for me, Cecil. I really like this filly, Girl Like Us. You know, she's lightly raced. She was impressive on debut. She ran 2 lengths off Nordic Quest 3 runs back. Her last start was a cracking second behind Nordic Quest once again. She had dropped 3 points in the ratings. She races off the same mark of 82. She did beat home Great Cat on that last run. Narrowly beat Great Cat, but being a 3-year-old lightly raced, I think there's a lot more to come. And I think at around 4-1, 9-2, I thought Girl Like Us worth a bet, and hopefully she can land a gamble in the last. Her danger will be Great Cat. You know, she was narrowly beaten last time out. She is better over 1,200 meters that she goes this afternoon, and she will be the nearest rival to a girl like us. For minor money and quartets include Figure 8, Ticket to Vegas, and Mears Harper.
Okay, so that is the 5 and 9 of the 5, a bit of a strike there. Confidence about an upwardly mobile number 5, a girl like us. Well, Darren, we hope to catch up sooner, but we will be following with keen interest, and hopefully our bank balances will be boosted by the time we see the last run on a Tuesday. Thanks so much for your contribution as always, and we'll speak to you soon.